What's up, everybody? Dark 1985. There's levels to this. Okay, look, man, I wish we could end this on the last two videos, but today I was going through a whole bunch of the comment section, and shout out to everybody that leaves a comment. I really appreciate you. Whether you leave a comment of just a clown face calling me a clown, or you leave a whole long paragraph, whether you agree or you disagree with me, at the end of the day, I appreciate the interaction. I would be lying to you if I told you I made these videos for me. No, I make them to interact with you guys. So regardless, I appreciate the interaction. Okay, express yourself the same way that I'm expressing myself, right? If you get like crazy disrespectful, then obviously I gotta block you or whatever. But for the most part, I let you express yourself. I let you gallop as much as you want to gallop. Okay. With that being said, there's a lot that I want to. It's a lot that I learned, and there's something that I want to clarify. Okay. 1080p 60 is not bad. 4K 30 is not bad. It is my opinion though that 1080p 60 is not next gen because 1080p 60 was something that we had already experienced last gen. So it can't be next gen. 4K 30 is not next gen because 4K 30 is something that we experienced last gen. So just logically thinking of, listen to me, listen to me. I'm not saying that a game that runs at 1080p 60 or a game that runs at 4K 30 is not good or can't be great. They can be great. All I'm saying is I don't consider that next gen, right? Now, because I don't consider that next gen, the big issue that I have is the next gen price tag of $70. That's what the whole basis is about. It's the price tag of $70 for a next gen game that I consider, if the specs were correct, to be not next gen. So there's a problem with the last two videos that were made. And it's crazy. I never thought I would say this, but the apology was made on the basis that we didn't have the newest information, even though the newest information is not out. So I still don't know what resolution Ratchet and Clank is going to run at. But at the end of the day, you guys are right. That really doesn't matter. I don't know what resolution Ratchet and Clank is gonna run at. So there's two camps of people. There's two people in the comment section that rightfully said resolution and even frames for that matter doesn't matter as long as the game is great and is like, game of the year. Like, it could still be an amazing game and it could still look great. 1080p games could still look great, of course, for sure. Shout out Optimus Code. He's got a video talking about that just because you have more pixels doesn't mean that the game is going to look better necessarily. It depends on the studios that are making the game, the talent, the time, how much time they had to. So absolutely, just because it's not 4K doesn't mean that it can't look great or even look better than a 4K game. Okay. But if it's not 4K and it is 1080p 60, all I'm saying is that it's not next generation when it's something that we experienced last generation. Okay. The same way that me playing the Master Chief Collection, even if it's at 120 frames, is not a next gen game. It's still a last generation game. I was able to experience last generation if I wanted to. Not quite the same, but still a last generation game. So something can't be old and new at the same time. No Xbox fan will tell you that we're playing new games. Like, no, we are playing these old FPS boosted games, and that's what we're enjoying. We are enjoying old games. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The question is, does it matter, right? Same thing, 1080p 60, does it really matter? If you're enjoying the game, no, it doesn't really matter. The problem is Why can't it be $60? What is the selling point for the $70? I saw some people brought up the medium, like, well, the medium runs at 900p or whatever. First of all, the medium is only $50. So that's not even, and that's if you buy it outright. If you got Game Pass, then remember, Outriders is $180. So everything else is free. So the medium is free, right? By your logic. No, but you know what I'm saying, right? So it's not, you can't compare it. That's apples to oranges. So again, what are you paying the $70 for? Now, if you're gonna say that you're paying $70 for that experience, then who am I to argue that with you? At that point, I concede, and you are correct. Because at the end of the day, if you experience Ratchet and Clank, regardless of whatever resolution it may or may not be, and when you're done with it, you're like, yes, that was worth my $70, then okay, then that could be the new standard. All I want is for you guys to be honest and be realistic, the same way that you guys want us to be honest and be realistic, because what happens on that side affects what happens on this side. So I understand when you guys don't want us to be happy about Game Pass because you don't want services to be the new norm as far as how we consume games. All I'm telling you is I am playing more games than I've ever played in my life, and at $15 a month, I'm sorry, to me I find value. I'm sorry, it's just an incredible value. It is what it is. Playing the Master Chief Collection out at 120 frames is amazing. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. On a 43-inch TV, seeing 120 frames is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm enjoying that value. But the same token goes for you. If you drop $70 on Returnal and you're saying to yourself, like, no, this is an amazing experience for $70, and you're like, Doc, I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of fun. So guess what? My money's talking to Sony, and my money's going to be talking to Microsoft as well. $70 games are going to become the norm because we're consuming them and we're not complaining about them. Then there's nothing I could do. I just want you guys to be honest and realistic, the same way you guys want us to be honest and realistic. I'll tell you right now, if Game Pass is going to go up in price, right? At a certain point, Game Pass won't be valuable depending on how much they up the price. To me right now, I'm looking at Game Pass and I'm like, $30 a month, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. For $30 a month, to me, it's not that. That's at that point, that's my cap. That's too much. $20 a month, I still probably subscribe. 25, I'm like, 30, I don't see me doing 30 at all, right? So again, but I have that limit. So what is your guys' limit to experiencing a game at $70? Hopefully Returnal was worth $70 if you dropped, but if it wasn't, hopefully you're speaking out on it. If Ratchet and Clank is not worth it, hopefully you're speaking out on it. The only reason that we made those videos, right, was because we went off of information that was out of, I think it was like August of 2020 on multiple outlets. It wasn't even like it was just one, right? I know everybody's thinking like I just watched Rich's video and that's it. No, that's not it. Watch Rich's video, Google some stuff, and the articles are there. You can look them up right now, right? Saying 4K 30, okay, and then saying obviously below 4K to hit the 60 performance mode, right? And the problem is that everyone is saying, oh, well, now you guys know that your information is wrong. We really don't know, because unless right now I'm putting out this video, unless there's brand new information saying what the performance mode is going to run at and what the fidelity mode is going to run at, that developer only told Rich that he was wrong, but he didn't clarify what it's actually running. He literally said Insomniac has not put out the specs of this, unless it's out right now as this video is coming out. And if it is, then obviously leave down in the comments what the video is actually going to be running at, okay? But is $70 actually worth it? Not saying that the game can't be great, but is the game next gen? In the same way, there's certain things that you view as not valuable or whatever. To me, 1080p 60, 4K 30 is not next gen. So yeah, the medium, not next gen, but they're not trying to charge. They're not trying to charge $70 for the medium. They're not putting that next gen price tag on it. That's all I'm saying. Dog 1985, yo, there's levels to this. At the end of the day, if you find value in it, I can't be mad at you either. I find value in something that you don't find value in. You can't be mad at me either. We out. Peace.